Black Sage?
Uh, well, all right. Since I'm the star of the show,
Yeah.
hello everyone. This is Black Sage D here, and welcome to Election Night 2020. Yay!
Yay. I just want
Yay,
this
I
to be
guess.
done. Yay, whatever.
The fucking dreaded day has come.
Yay.
Yay.
Anyways, hey people, my name is Omega Katana or Omega 13 of the Omega 13 podcast, which I specialize in like gaming and anime topics on my on my YouTube channel, which I'm also known for the Omega 13 podcast, Dimension podcast, which I review various people of who likes games or anime or both in general. And I just sit down and I let my guests chill and let them be comfortable at the show and whatnot, if you know what I mean. So don't forget to check out my content, okay? And that's all.
So is your YouTube channel just Omega? Like what do you call it? Like Omega the
Omega
Knight of
Katana.
Square?
Let me just post the link down here. So
Oh, Omega Katana.
yes,
All right.
type it. Yeah, I'll type it for you.
Yeah, I found
Omega.
it. I found you. You got 72 subscribers, which is about to be
Yes, that's it.
73.
I'm a really small guy.
Wait, you had 72 Omega?
Well,
Yup,
now
I'm
he's
a
got
really small
73
guy
because of me.
because basically YouTube's being a beat the dog right now, and also I don't view YouTube as my life. I just use it for fun.
Well,
All right.
and you, Fabra?
Oh, Fibra. Oh yeah,
Fibra.
I'm just some dude, likes video games when you know what I mean.
Okay then. Well, I think actually let me check my YouTube page. I hadn't checked it in a while. Oh damn, I got like 387 subscribers now. Holy shit.
Damn, man.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry for the difficulties.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, folks. So this is Sean Michael Saint. Why don't you introduce yourself, fam?
My name is Sean Saint. I'm kind of independent. As opposed to Democrat or Republican, I do Sean Saint rants on Twitter. I follow a lot of variety of news. I'm an amateur writer and historian, Wiccan, total Trump supporter right now, which I used to not be. Um, Stage can testify to that. I used to be against Trump, but I definitely red pilled.
As we all.
Dude,
Naturally.
I'm not a Trump supporter at all. And do all these people on Twitter acting ridiculous? I'm thinking about like, bro, I just want. I don't want to share my political views, but let me just say I'm red pill too.
Ah, I see. You on the train. Okay, you on the manga
To
train.
be honest, I'm more against Biden and the radical left than I am for Trump.
Are
I
we
don't
all?
like both people, dude. None of them satisfied me, just like 2016. And 2016 was my time to vote, but I didn't vote because why should I vote for people that don't care about me and they don't align with my views?
Yeah, that seems to be the go to now.
My views are just leave me the fuck alone.
Exactly.
I can respect that.
Everybody's in the same camp. Then, like we all just basically just leave us alone and don't bother us. But now motherfuckers want to come up to us and tell us what to think, what to do, and
Yeah, we just want a game and grill.
Game and
yeah,
grill and watch football.
Right. I've been a gamer for 40 years. Gaming and anime is my real passion right now. That's how
Same here.
Sage and I became friends. But it's just like once they started tearing down the statues and getting all crazy around the 4th of July, that's when I jumped on to the politics bandwagon and I started getting really involved on Twitter. But I mean, you can ask Sage. I'm not one of those that go insane or insult the
No.
left or I'm not crazy about it. I just care about truth.
Exactly. Not worth
holy
being on a
shit.
drama, man.
The thing I gotta say is this: I think, like, instead of like trying to clown leftists or try to like do poning things, tactics, I think it's better to like come from like an angle that seems more reasonable. Because I feel like no matter what side you're on, if like the other side is like going full on in trying to like pwn you or make you look like a fool, I just think it, instead of like making you want to switch, it just makes you more stubborn and want to stay with your own viewpoint. Because you gotta understand, like, the reason why they go after the kids, like in particular, like even if they're not voting age, is because those kids are gonna eventually grow up to like be adults who can vote, and they're gonna vote leftist if no one changes their mind,
Well,
or if they don't, like.
yeah, breaking news, right?
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Trump. I think Trump actually won both Indiana and Virginia.
Damn,
I
man. He won
was
this morning. He won the whole Midwest with
A-
ease.
And I think he's on track to win New Hampshire too. And here's the thing. I think that Mitch McConnell actually won his Senate race.
Again,
I mean,
why this nigga never get voted out of office?
hey,
um,
compared to what's being offered right now, I'll take it. Shit. I mean, hey.
I can tell you from being in Clearwater, Florida, we are predominantly Trump supporters here. This is where they had that huge, massive, world-shattering boat rally. That's where I live, Clearwater,
Damn.
Florida. So
Oh.
yeah, we're predominantly Trump supporters here. And the neighborhood I live in is so peaceful. There's 7 cops within walking distance. So I don't have
7
to worry
Oh,
about.
cops.
that's in Central Florida, right? I also live in Central Florida,
No,
but
this
it's
is
like
Tampa Bay. Like, we're right on the other
South.
side of Tampa on the bay.
Okay. And where you live at, Omega?
I live in Virginia.
Oh, I thought you
Tip
were.
of the top, Virginia.
I thought you were in Philly.
Yeah, what up, y'all?
What
Oh,
up?
what up,
What up,
Lawrence? What's up?
LG? How's it going?
Introduce
Good,
yourself,
man.
fam.
Oh man, what's up, y'all? Hey, world, what's good? It's your boy LG. I'm just chilling. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
I'm just over here gaming. That's all I'm doing. As per usual.
All right. Well, that's all we can do now. That's all we can do these
Nah,
days.
that's all I've been doing. I'm like people over here making stuff harder than what it is. I tell people, shut up and sit down and go chill out. It is not that people making all of these assumptions and accusations and similes and all that. Anything else I can
I
think of.
hear you.
On
It's,
Chief.
it's it is ridiculous, man. It is straight up ridiculous.
Yeah. So if you haven't heard, not to get too down into the nitty gritty, but Trump just won both Virginia and Indiana. If anybody cares about that.
Yeah. Oh, I've been looking.
Yeah, I
I've
do.
been looking. I've been looking. I mean, I voted, so
Hey,
you
as
said,
long as you do it.
yeah, he just won West Virginia and Kentucky. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
looking.
holy, she won West Virginia too.
According to
And
this, yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
And Kentucky,
and he
bro.
won Kentucky. Oh shit.
Yo, yo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And he
VA
won the whole
is.
Midwest too, dude. This is starting this morning. He won the whole Midwest as well.
We're looking at according to the electoral votes right now. It looks like it's almost dead. It's almost even right now.
Oh.
So, according to Google right now,
Well.
it's
Okay.
Indiana has a Trump lead right now. I'm just looking because I just happened to look at my phone. According to this, Trump is leading in Indiana, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Biden is leading he won Virginia according to this, and Vermont. He's leading in New Hampshire and in Florida and Ohio.
This does not surprise me at all.
Well, it's like, okay, well, we're not gonna get too much into the election overall. We're just gonna.
Yeah, I was just happened
Yeah,
to. I just
Yeah,
happened to
it's
look.
like this,
I just want to look.
overall.
It's like
This is
watching sports. It's like watching sports. It's the same shit.
yeah, but it's like it's like yeah. The main purpose of this podcast really is, I mean, not this podcast, but main purpose of the stream is just chill out, vent, and have fun. We're not really trying to get into the nitty gritty politics and all that because
Yeah, no. You good? You good? I just happened to bring it up since I came in. That's all
yeah,
good. But yeah,
yeah.
no.
It's like
You were supposed to get beaten in Street Fighter, but it's all good.
oh yeah, it's like sorry man, it's just like I
Oh,
had a
no,
whole
you
lot of
brought
work
the
and shit to
Street
do.
Fighter up.
Like
Yo, man, I was playing like Guilty Gear with my good old friend, Mr. Behavior. Thanks,
oh,
Black
hold on,
Sage,
hold on,
for
hold on.
introducing me.
They
Is Mr.
call
Behavior coming
ho,
in here?
ho, I don't know. I don't think so. But if he wants, I can make it a amendment. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Before we get off there, because I want this is the last thing I want to say.
Yeah.
They say that Virginia is called for Biden, right? But Trump
Yeah.
overall won more votes than him.
West Virginia. West Virginia.
Not West Virginia, Virginia in general.
VA just won Biden.
Just Virginia, not West Virginia.
West Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia is just one. Is for won by Trump. Virginia is won by Biden.
Hold on,
Regular Virginia.
let me post this down here in the chat. Anybody can see.
Oh crap! That's Virginia. Oh crap! That's a. Hey, excuse me. That doesn't make sense right there. How he got 29% while Trump got 69%? That doesn't make sense.
some
Hey, wait,
fucking
where do you put that? Where is that?
It's in
Where
the
is that?
it's in the it's in the chat. It's in the
Because basically, dude,
I don't see
look
it.
at.
Well, it's not in the chat. It's in the DM chat. You should see
Yeah,
it.
you gotta see it in the DM chat. I see it
But
now. I
it's
see what
like
you're looking
ridiculous. How can you like say Biden won by 29.8 while Trump is 69? Because if you know by basic math, 69 values more than 29.8.
at. That is true.
And
That
I
is definitely
suck
true.
at math, dude. I really do. I'm an anthethol at math.
So I
Like
guess these guys
Patrick
only like the
Star for
electoral
math.
vote when it
Yeah, they're
works in their
talking.
favor.
But you said you're like a what at man? Say
You
that
know
word
what
again.
I'm talking about? What the whole like Biden thing? They say he won. It reminds me of Pat. When I come with math, I'm like Patrick Star when it comes to math, man.
You're a
Jeez.
dumbass,
I
but
suck at Yeah, I'm like calculus. Forget it. Physics, nope. Geometry, yeah, I'm terrible at the whole math situation.
well, you know what they say. Well, you know what they say about what's going on here, right?
Yeah.
This is all sorts of fucking shenanigans going on. So
Shenanigans. Yeah, I see a shenanigan
But
right
but
now. Take a
watch the
look at
same
that
leftists.
picture, man.
I'm saying, watch the same leftists who complain about the electoral college want to get rid of it now say that they should keep it.
they've been
Yeah.
fucking saying it. It's like
They've been
They
saying
don't
it,
care
dude.
about fairness. They just want to
They
win.
want
They don't
power,
care how.
just like the Republicans.
oh
Well,
my
yeah,
god.
that is true.
Same
But-
side, same coin. You can continue now.
Here's the
Sorry
thing.
about
It's here's the thing about these goddamn media companies. Before we go any further, it's like, how the fuck are they able to control and dictate who gets victory when it's clear as day what the fucking the elections there? It's like, hold on for a minute. I gotta switch this off for a minute. Hold on, gotta switch off the scene. Hold on. So, for people just looking, look at this. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the people who voted the most are the ones who the guy who gets the most votes wins, right? So
Yep.
how the fuck does Joe Biden win Virginia, but Trump got overall more fucking votes? Do you see this horse shit?
Yeah, I see it.
It's
Like-
called the Electoral College.
Man, the Electoral College, you know. Oh, now these fuckers want the Electoral College when it's their guy winning, huh?
That's
Yeah.
all. That's how it always is.
Holy
Or when
shit,
I-
man.
I was watching the whole YouTube and whatnot, and like I'm seeing on the chat right now, it's like insane. And look at this, like we got all these people in the house in the whole chat and whatnot. And take a look at this, people. Just take a look at this. Like what Black Sage said, this does not make sense.
Hey,
More votes,
I have a-
69 is worth more than 29.8, and I suck at math.
yeah, yo,
And-
I have a question. Does anyone
This
actually
is a
can any-
Patrick Star moment, man, because basically, why in the flying heck that they give the state to freaking Biden?
I can offer some insight.
Can anyone
This
actually
is
go
a
into depth of
meme
how it
I'm
like?
watching in real time.
Hold on. What'd you say?
Let me just.
Can anyone go into detail of how it works? Because I know like the purpose of it, like the electoral college, is to make it so like
I can do that.
people can be like represented fairly, and it's not like just overwhelming
states-
space.
Instead of like bigger states like Texas, California, New York, basically controlling everything, it's supposed to give more of an equal shot. So
Yeah.
basically, if certain people win, if that person wins a state, supposedly each state gets a certain amount of votes, and those votes go to based off the popular vote, whatever goes to that.
Yep.
Why? Yeah, they make it more complicated than it is. It just says who votes
No,
the
it-
most wins.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense, because if you really think about it, would you really want places like certain big places just making all the decisions?
No.
Well, no.
Okay.
dude.
Freaking Peter Wood, would you really want those pedophile stars making all your decisions for you,
No,
or the people in New York that
I
I
are
can
mean,
make
like,
plotting
how
decisions
did
for
they
down
even
myself,
reach
terror.
that
man.
decision though? Like, isn't the point to represent the people? Like, if it was that overwhelming in Trump's favor, like, I mean, I can understand if it was like close, like it was very
Yeah.
close, like it was like 49 to like 48 or something like that. Then I could see it, but like
Well,
this is
I
like
can
not even
offer this
close. That was like a
I can offer
landslide
this
in
perspective
Virginia.
as a
Well,
What,
neutral.
where
breaking
news is
news.
coming from
Breaking.
too.
Oh, hold on.
Breaking news.
Breaking.
What?
Florida is now looking to go to Trump.
All
Duh, we
right.
Told
knew
you.
that, man.
The big one here is Pennsylvania, and if you guys follow my Twitter, you guys know
Oh
that the
yeah.
amount of fuckery going on in Pennsylvania
Yeah.
is too damn high.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
jump
that's
in here for a
what's
second?
even funnier is somebody on Twitter is like, "F elections. I want to see a cowboy shoot off. First effort to shoot
Yeah,
pistol
I
off
just saw
again
that. I
after
just saw
throwing the
that.
gun gets
I
double
just
done."
fucking saw that.
I am dead. I love it. Oh man. I saw
Okay.
Can I jump in here
somebody
for a
else
second?
dropped a clip of if anybody ever played Halo. Y'all remember Halo 1, the legendary scene at the end of Halo 1
Yeah.
where
Yep.
who he's like, "It's over, hold me." Somebody said to use that for the elections. I'm like, y'all wild.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about people. It's just like, even though with all the BS going on, uh, all the BS going on, people know how to make jokes and make it fun, make it
Yeah.
enjoyable at least. That's
Hold on, I have to go
Like
to
to
the
jump in
bathroom.
here
I'll be
for a
right
second.
back.
All
all right,
right.
not a
Well,
problem.
Omega's taking a shit. Let me just say this.
I was gonna say let Sean Saint say something. He has something here to say. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, what's good, fam?
It's all right. I understand you got this many people. It's difficult. I'm very much a history student. What people fail to realize is like in '77, Joe Biden was, talking about going against busing. Making sure that African American children were not getting to schools like they were supposed to.
Hmm.
The man has been anti-black. He's been racist almost his entire professional career, and they forget this. It's all well documented and the truth is there, but they suppress that truth. And even the Electoral College, as well intended as it is going to be just as corruptible as everybody else. You have to figure back in Martin Luther King's time and Malcolm X, there's no way if you asked for the popular vote, we wouldn't have gotten our Bill of Rights. But it's important and we must protect it no matter what, which is mainly why I've slipped from being a leftist to being, red pilled.
Mm, interesting. That's very
It's
interesting.
you
Hey,
may
Chris, right there.
anybody who follow me will you all know that my biggest red pill moment was not any of the politics. What woke me up really was Sony censoring fucking Japanese games, and then it all kind of fucking just went downhill from here.
Mm,
Yeah, the censorship is what pissed me off too, because like
I
say
agree.
me and you have been friends on Twitter for like a year and a half now, and we talked and bullshitted about games, in anime first and foremost. But then it was the 4th of July that, or no, actually, it was when Trump cleared out those people from the park, the protesters, and
Hmm.
got that photo op at the church. I was
Yeah.
insulting Trump, and you called me out on
Who,
that.
me?
Mm.
And it was afterwards, after the 4th of July, and the lies, the blatant fucking lies saying that Trump was supporting a bunch of dead traitors and shit like that. And it's like,
Hmm.
no, he's talking about building statues to people that were real freaking American heroes. Like, and I'm gonna brain fart on a lot of these names, but some were women and some were black. I mean, I think the first African American woman that got to space should be getting a statue. I think that's important, you know.
Well,
Right. Hey, no, I'm laughing. I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing in a second. But yeah, Sage, you might want to check your Twitter. I'm gonna tag you on something,
oh shit.
and I'm gonna tell you. Okay, you remember that whole Blacktober thing, which I don't mind. I don't have a problem with. I'm gonna say that now.
I already know where this is
I don't.
going. I already know where this is going.
But I'm gonna tag you on something. I'm gonna
Okay.
tag you on something. Just you may
I
I
already
am
know where
very
this is
sincere.
going.
There's nothing
like,
I take offense to.
here's the thing. Like, I don't have a problem. Like, the only thing I disagree with you on, Sage, and I think I've made it clear,
Oh,
is that the your hate for esports. And I honestly say that people who hate esports are normally the ones who cannot compete. and I've yet to be wrong about that.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. And I
think
mean,
for
come on, bro. Have
fairness,
you know what I'm saying? And most people who have a problem with that is because they don't want it. They are not competitive by nature. And certain now, one thing I will say about esports that I don't like is the whole monitoring of like this whole softness that I don't like. Now, I will tell you this: part of competing is trash talk. Okay, we have plenty examples of this go on. We got Dennis Rodman. We got in basketball. We'll just say basketball, for example. Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green. Um, who else? I can. Those are the two off top that I can think of. Now, even back in the day when people, they talk trash. Even Michael Jordan, he talked trash to everybody, but he was very competitive, and
Yeah, but there's a
he held his own
difference.
ground. You know what I'm
There's a
saying?
difference between trash talking in a professional way and trash talking like an idiot. And nowadays, people trash talk like idiots. The problem I
It
have with esports, seriously, it was first with the Tokyo thing, or not Tokyo, but Hong Kong. The freaking censorship, like Sage was on about. The blatant censorship of Japanese games, the censorship of this and that and everything. Like, I'm a multiculturalist.
yeah.
I love Japan. I don't even have a problem with China. Not the Chinese people. I have a problem with the CCP. But you know what I'm
hmm
saying? It's like people all they want to focus on is a race and our differences and shit. But
And
they want to censor us and divide us, and it's like, nah, that's why I don't.
that's
I got away
and
from
that's what I
this.
don't like either. The unnecessary censorship, and that's what I can agree with you on.
Well, here's
You
the thing.
know,
Here's the thing.
if like I said, but if we're talking competitive, like if I'm talking shit about you competitively, the minute honestly, the competition starts from the moment I see you. If we're matched up together in a tournament or whatever, if I can get you, I don't care how good you are. If I can get you to underperform and even win by you underperforming, that's it. I did my job. Now, especially in a team-based game, like say for example, games
Right,
like League
right.
of Legends, Call of Duty, any team-based game, like I said, that part,
No, I
that
understand
I get
that.
that.
I do love a
And
good fence.
this is what people are taking offense to, because people are thinking, well, oh, people are trying to mix that in with the censorship, and it's like, no, 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 it's a part of the game. Let it be. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. I
Like
agree
for
with you. I
example,
see.
LTG, I can't stand that nigga. I can't. And
Yo,
I'm sorry.
you mean low tier fraud?
Exactly.
whoa,
I cannot stand him.
Jesus,
Going back.
God,
I can't stand him. He is
Oh,
garbage,
gee.
and he as a person, he's garbage. Now, the dangerous thing is he's actually, if you look at him play, he's actually pretty decent from an objective standpoint.
Well, here's the thing about low tier fraud. You know that he plays a character, right?
Yeah,
Like
but
it's kind of like the WWE thing. It's kind of like professional wrestling. Like these dudes
Oh
play
yeah,
a
the tier.
character.
Yeah, play a
yeah,
character
some of
and
them
like a
do.
heel.
Some of them do. But in some cases, and I'm talking objectively. We're talking everything. We're talking objectively. I'm talking character wise, gameplay wise. I'm putting all of it in one right now. I
Okay.
cannot stand him. I do not like him. Now I know people that are villains, and I'm like, all right, cool. I get it. But me personally, can't stand him.
That's
I
okay.
do not watch his content. I cannot stand it, because how do you pay? My thing is, how do you get people to pay for you, to pay to play you? Okay, and when people play you and they do certain things that you don't like or you have no defense for, you then start to you start to disrespect them, get mad at them, and blame everything else but you as a player. You this okay, well, oh, you keep trapping me in the corner. Oh, this is the game. You know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
Street Fighter
again,
5, blah blah blah.
it's kind of like with low. I mean, with Dark Side Phil, he's playing a character. It's like if you pay to play this dude, you should know what you're getting into.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't though. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't. And I agree. And I definitely agree. You pay what if you're paying for this, that's what you getting. You know what I'm saying? You run that risk. But I'm talking even then, the ethics of it, period.
Ah,
At some
shit.
point, at some point, at some point, you have to be like, all right, look, people are paying for me to play with me. I can at least have some level of fucking dignity. You know what I'm
I
saying?
fully agree with where you're coming
I,
from with most of this. And I don't even know who you're talking about because I'm not like a competitive person, but
Yeah.
I mean, I love a good trash talk game. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
I do. I respect good trash talk, but it just gets too personal, and you got people with no freaking spine. Their doctor needs to write them a prescription for 2 testicles. You
Exactly.
know,
And
but
they're ones getting, those are the people that are getting famous. This is how, and that's the part that, and I don't mean to cut you off because that's the thing I've noticed. The people that have little to no spine or that are being force fed some bullshit as inclusive theory thing bullshit, those are the people that are getting popular, and that's dangerous, and it needs to stop. And people need to understand the reality. When you play me, like for example, I talk hella shit sometimes. If I'm playing the game and if I'm feeling it and I feel like talking shit, I will do it. Now I do understand the consequences of said thing, but then people also have to understand if it's a game or if I am playing to compete, especially if I'm putting money on the line. Oh, I'm going to put my best foot forward. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of the other shit don't phase me. Like, to be honest, that other shit with the only thing I don't like is the whole complete censorship. Like people like old boy that got kicked out of tournaments. What was this dude's name that got kicked out of a tournament, the Capcom Cup?
It
I
was
forgot.
forgot his
it was
name.
some dude talking about what watermelon lives matter, some fucking dude. I forgot
Yeah,
his
he
name.
made a joke. It was a bad, okay, it was kind of a joke in bad taste. Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but it didn't hurt nobody.
It didn't. And then all of a sudden he gets banned for life from the Capcom,
Damn, he got
Capcom
banned for
tournaments.
life.
For life,
For a
bro.
lot. God damn, bro. See, that's why.
And see, and that's the part
Ooh.
that pisses me off. That right there pisses me off. It's like, bro, if you can, okay, if the joke was in bad taste, I get it. Okay, it is what it is. But to ban somebody for life, the punishment doesn't meet the damn. You know what I'm saying? The punishment in the crime don't match. You know what I'm saying? The punishment doesn't
Exactly.
match the crime.
Well,
You can at least ban them for say, okay, look, bro, don't do this for a month. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But then people are fucking ridiculous, and people are fucking soft to the point where I can't even fucking like if I teabag like I think if I teabag you in the game, or matter of fact, fucking Nintendo Smash Brothers, which doesn't count as a fighting game in my personal opinion.
it
It's
doesn't.
still a party game. It's a
Exactly.
party game. I don't care
Agreed.
what any.
I
It is
made a
a party
video on
game.
it. It's a
It was a
party
party.
game.
It
The end.
has been Miyamoto himself originally said it was, and that's exactly what it is. Anywho, if I cannot taunt online in Smash, something is a problem.
Well, that's the thing. Like the fighting game community has gotten so fucking soft now. Like
you know what?
bunch
I
of
will
bunch of
testify
bunch
to
of
that.
bunch of weird ass tryhards who wanna trying to be
No,
taken
the try
seriously.
the try
oh,
hard part
speaking,
doesn't
can
bother
I
me.
just add something in real quick?
The try hard
Speaking
part
of,
doesn't bother me.
Hold on. What you gotta say, Fibber?
Go ahead.
I just want to say like one of the tubers, the Smash YouTubers, and like a competitive Smash player actually might not have like raped anybody, like Nairo. He might have been the one that actually got like sexually abused or whatever. Like if what he said is true.
Mm.
Like, did you hear about that?
Yeah,
Like
I heard
yeah.
about all that bullshit going on this summer. It's like the whole fighting game community got fucking exposed last year. This summer, and I'm actually happy that these niggas got exposed. Number one, because
Yeah.
nobody should get sexually assaulted. But number two,
Yeah.
it's like it just shows how much of a crock of shit the fighting game community is. It's like these niggas want to be taken so seriously, and now it's like their whole empire is pretty much crumbled. Evil's definitely not gonna come back after this. They're not. You're gonna
No,
have a
Evil's gonna be back.
Evil
well,
probably
yeah, but
be
it
back,
won't. But it won't be
but
at the
it'll
same.
be
It won't be at the same capacity. Most of these finding these developers are now hosting their own little tournaments. They don't have to play by their rules. I mean, look at what Koei Tecmo
Our
did.
system works.
Yeah, but look at what Koei Tecmo did. It's like they hosted
Did,
their own tournament after getting snubbed by Evo because of
did they
quote
do that
unquote.
because Evo
Yeah,
thought that
because
their game was problematic?
it's core
Yeah.
values.
But
By the way,
I
first of
hope
all,
Evo crumbles,
which
man.
is like BS. Like honestly, DOA 6 was actually kind of like from a. I mean, it looks good graphically, but costume wise, it's the same thing with fucking MK11. It's not
Yeah.
the same. Like DOA, I still have DOA 5 to this day, and not only the other thing that's killing DOA 6 right now is their DLC practices. That's the other thing that's killing them
yeah,
right now.
that's some straight up
Um,
bullshit,
Oh
man.
that
God,
yeah,
yes, I agree.
that's the biggest problem, and then the costumes are like a close second. right up there with MK11. That's one of the reasons why I don't like MK11 is cool. Like story wise, it's pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? The guys look great in the game. Like Rambo looks amazing. Rain looks amazing.
Yeah, but all the
You know what I'm
females
saying?
look like it. All the females
The
look like
female
fucking.
characters look kind of eh. The female
Okay.
characters are lacking to me.
Yeah, I
The
don't really
only
like the way the female characters look in that game,
the,
to be
the
honest.
only the only one that looks remotely like
Like an
odd
actual
is still
woman.
Katana. It's Katana. Katana
Yeah.
still
Speaking of
looks
which, let me tell you something. The reason why I prefer playing like Japanese fighting games like Guilty Gear, KOF, and what Sam Show and whatnot, while Evil seems to not like them on their stage that are not Tekken or Street Fighter, it's probably
Mhm.
because they're like it makes because don't know why they hate Guilty Gear or baseball like that because of anime and whatnot. Dude, you're playing a Japanese fighter. Of course, going to have some anime in it, but all these tryhards in the fighting game community, Western fighting game
Yes.
community,
Yes.
just suck.
You
Yes.
know what?
They
I'll tell you
Okay,
what
I got a
nuance.
I have a
sucks.
Can I
question.
tell
I
you?
need to
Hot
ask.
Let me tell you
garbage.
why. Can I continue, please?
Oh, go
And
ahead.
let me tell you why. Because they don't even teach the newcomers how to play the game, how to treat the newcomers with respect. Because the newcomers or normies fuel the fighting game community, not these posers that want to change things up, change the culture up to satisfy their own needs. If you want to do that, open your own club, or better
I
yet,
agree.
don't join at all.
Or make your own fucking
Mm,
game. That's the thing.
Exactly.
I kind of disagree because honestly, the normies, the quote unquote. Now, I have this brings about a question because this
Normies
goes
ain't
for
the
everybody.
problem, it's the posers.
Okay, the posers. Okay, so make a difference on what's a try hard. Okay, because I need to know this because y'all been throwing this word try hard around way too much, and we need to establish what is considered a try hard, what is considered a
Uh,
normie,
uh, uh, uh,
what is considered now a poser. Now I do have an idea of what you're getting at with poser, the people that basically act like they're the shit and they're not. Okay, if that's it, then please separate that because honestly, the tryhards actually made the community because the normies only play the game for the
well,
so-called quote unquote
no,
normies
but
only play the game for so long now. This is technically, and this is with any game. The normies will only play the game for so long until, and then the ones that keep the game going, that keep the community going, and also refuel it are the people who play the game. This is why Marvel versus Capcom 2 got a rebirth when it hit when it got revived at Evo because there are
Yeah.
people who still play the game.
I'll be right
While
back.
meanwhile, while everybody has moved on, okay, everybody else then moved on to any other fighting game. So all the games that came back from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 into Street Fighter 5. Okay,
Yes,
um,
move on.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all of those the normies are the ones that are we play the game for up to this point, and then we wait for the next one to come out. Okay, the hardcore fans are the ones that make the game or make the thing. Now you're right in the sense that yes, there are people that need to make sure they teach, and I agree with that. And I'll be one of those people that hey, look, if there's somebody that's new that's coming into your scene or your game, the game that you like, do your best to welcome them in, but also don't try to coddle them either and let them know, and try to make them feel like they're the best thing go out and when they
No.
haven't even touched the game and you got way more experience than them. That's the other problem that pisses me off is that, these newcomers coming into these games and one button combos and all that
Hate
shit.
those.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool for a little bit. It works for a minute. Okay. It works. It has its purpose. It's supposed to reel people in and keep them hooked. But
Yeah,
at some point you got to take the training wheels off. and
yeah,
and this is one of the things when I try to teach people fighting games, like I want to give you training wheels, but at the same time, you got to know when to take them motherfuckers off, and I
yeah.
mean that. And
This is
this is
where
what
I've got to. This is where I got to speak though, because I'm older and I grew up in the arcade community. I was playing
same
Street Fighter
same.
and I was playing Mortal Kombat and all that shit in the arcades, and it's just the culture has changed so much. And I think both of you make really valid, really good points.
Yeah,
And it's just the point is like back in the day, yes, you had trash talking, but you got to realize is that you're standing right next to your competitor. There's only
yep,
so much you can get away with. You got to respect your opponent. You can trash talk, but you got to have game. And you're right. You got to take the training wheels off and get used to it because back then, it don't matter how many quarters you got. It don't matter how much money you got or how much trash talk. If you can't throw down, when you're standing right next to them and you're gonna walk away crying like a little then you shouldn't be there. You're not welcome in the
Nope.
community, and that was just the
No.
old way the old school arcades were.
Exactly. If you were a straight up asshole, like people pointed you out. Like people pointed it out. Like if you were the asshole and you were the one that's always talking shit, and you made everything a overall bad experience for the people in the community. Because I kind of grow up on the tail end of the arcades, so I know where you're coming from, and I definitely agree with that. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, if you cannot, you know what I'm saying? If you cannot be like, all right, look, curb the trash talk, and that person's right next to you, come on, bro. Or at least hold your own. Then that's it. Hold on, y'all. Be right back.
Yeah. Can I add 1 2 cents on this? I was born in 1992, and I wasn't experienced in the arcade scene. I was mostly in N64, Game Boy Color type of. I was a kid then. I was not.
Yeah,
Was not
I
my
was
fault.
born in
But anyways,
'76, so yeah.
but let me tell you. But I heard this stuff in the arcade. People can be really intense and whatnot. And due to recently, even though arcades are not around anymore except for a novelty, it makes me think because I love arcades. Because there was this mini arcade joint in Washington, where I used to live in Washington State, called Reset Games. They had an arcade joint next door, and I played the hell out of Neo Geo. Played some Street Fighter 4. Played some like obscure shrimp called Dio. Really great game though, by the way.
Yeah, where they
And
had the SNK games and stuff like that. They
yes,
bring over there's arcade cabinets from Japan and stuff like that. I was
yeah,
in Seattle once, like many years ago, and there
yeah.
was a huge arcade. It was like 2 stories high, just games everywhere, and I must
All
have
right, y'all.
blown
I'm
my
back.
$200, and it
Yeah.
was just glorious, you
Yep.
know.
And,
And
and that
Yeah.
that's where I was at, and I'm like I think that's where the balance has to come in, bro. Like
Yeah.
I
And this
hate that.
I know.
That's the thing I hate right now because it's like I don't like the fact that it's people cannot take who can't take the heat right now. That's basically what it is, and everything is this comment or everything is whatever sexist, racist, homophobic, blah blah blah, whoop de whoop. And it's like, okay, well, how about you put up or shut up?
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
no, you're
that's
right,
right.
right, right.
You're right.
Yeah.
See,
Oh yeah. We got a new guy in the
Yeah,
stream. So
what? Introduce yourself, Sleepy.
yeah. My bad.
hi, I'm
Go ahead.
Sleepy. Sleepy Atawa, formerly Neko Sleepy. Nepo Sleepy Ataku and Atia Buan. Formerly those two. I just go by like what was the username on YouTube? I go by give me a moment. Sleepy Ataku HD.
oh, nice.
Yeah,
I
Nice.
go by Omega Katana. Is that the Dark Saber Christmas outfit?
uh,
Chibi form.
I just randomly Google searched this because I'm trying to fit in. I was in a weird state of mind when I try to fit in, trying to find my
Yeah.
sense of self. I could,
Yeah.
uh, but here's a link. It's based on Osline, so
Okay. Thank you. But anyway, we're
Yeah, it's
talking
nice
You're
about
to meet
welcome.
you.
fighting
Thank you
games
very much.
and the arcades and whatnot, and wished I was there, even though I was born in '92, and so I missed it. So, anyways, till recently, I was going to these novelty arcades, and I just fell in love with them, especially with the Neo Geo arcade. But let me talk about the Neo Geo arcade cabinet. You know that big red cabinet with Neo Geo on it with those colorful
yeah,
buttons? And
I have one.
I was at my local flea market called Columbus in South Jersey. And whenever I go, my mother takes me to go shopping at Columbus. I go sometimes look at the machines, and I look at the Neo Geo machine with awe because of Metal Slug and Samurai Showdown,
Oh yeah,
because how
Metal
pretty
Slug.
they looked. Have you
I'll tell
seen
you
the
one
intro
thing.
of Samurai Showdown 2
Yes.
or 1,
Those.
where the main character Haomaru was meditating, and then he woke up, he got out of it, and just used his sword to chop everything around him into two. And
Nice.
and I was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was impressed, man. This impressed my little kid brain to the point I wished I had a quarter or two so I can play the game.
Yep.
And
We
I
all
even
wish we
pretended
had
to
a
play the
chance.
game. I even pretended to play the game like when the game's on display mode. I was like pretending to play the game. like mashing the
Yep.
buttons
We've
and
all been
whatnot.
Yeah,
We've all
yeah,
been there. I mean, I can honestly say that even though I'm like old school like that, I don't disrespect like the new guys getting into gaming. I really don't,
Yeah,
because
For
we've
me,
all
I'm a
been there.
casual.
We've all been there. So
Yeah. For me,
yeah,
I'm a casual when it comes to certain things. When it comes to sports games, because I'm not really too deeply into it.
yeah. That's fair.
But I mean, at the same time, I do like, because the last few fighting games I do play is, Street Fighter 4, right? The infamous Street Fighter
yes.
4.
I played it a bit. That's how I got into like fighting games.
Yeah, that's
Besides
how I
win
got into it as
co-ops.
well. And then I got into, oh boy, I got into Street Fighter 5. I like I mostly got into what's that game series? Soul Calibur 2, back in the PS2 days.
Mm.
It's quite obvious. I
back
mean,
then.
since I born 1995, I mean, since I'm a millennial, I'm more into games in PS2 era and PS1 era due to the fact
I
that
feel like I feel like I was like blessed or something because I was like right there
yeah.
at the dawn, at the height of the original Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2,
Oh yeah,
when those were the
Mhm.
two kings of everything, and
right.
it was all settled right there in the arcades. And the good
Yep.
news is that here in Clearwater, Florida, there is a place up opening up in our mall. It's going to be like a big restaurant, but it's also going to be incorporating the arcades to it, and it's going to
Mm.
be opening up by the end of the year. So
Oh, that's
Nice.
Oh,
really
hold
cool,
on, hold
dude.
on,
check
hold
that
on,
out.
hold on. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BNO News said that QAnon believer Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican, elected to the House of Representatives. So it might look like we might have a little bit of a red wave going on in the House.
And I
Damn.
voted what rate though for the first time I voted though.
Mm.
Oh
Well,
man.
you
Oh,
know what
hold
they
on.
say.
You hear this bullshit? Hold on. I'm about to
Yeah.
link this shit right here. So Brian Atlano of IGN fame.
Hmm.
Hold on. Let me post
Want to
this shit
be
in the chat.
politician? He's a Twitter politician. My God, let me hear what he says.
So he basically said that the electoral. Hold on. Let me hold this out. So basically, he said that the American Electoral College feels like the end of a Mario Party game where only one party was clearly dominating the whole time, but then Toad gives a bunch of bonus stars to Wario and Wario ends up winning.
What kind of bullshit is
So
that?
I take it that
What?
Trump is
Coherent
Wario in the
sense?
situation.
I'm
Oh,
confused. How does that make coherent sense?
that's
Well,
that. That's not
I
even
mean,
making
these
sense.
are
What?
these are grown adults who just they make
That makes
I
everything
get
into
where,
pop culture references. Like,
but
come
like
on.
I get where he's coming from, but then I'm like, but is it really though?
Like,
no.
Well, is
it's
it
I don't
Is it
supposed
really
to be
like?
Wario?
It's basically giving everybody a stat buff
I
or
No,
a
but
started
bonus
looking at
any
him
day.
like
it
I'm
how
gets
gonna
a
keep it
bonus at
real
the
with
end
you.
because it's based on how many.
yeah,
It's based on how many stars you already have.
Yeah.
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like if you have 5 stars at the end of the game, and then
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
you win bonus stars. Okay, of course you're gonna win because those add to your current star total.
Right.
Like like that. People are just so stupid. They don't understand nothing.
They don't
Like
It's
understand, and
simple,
that
and this is why I love Twitter, because it's like
I
I
keep.
kind of find it. I just kind of find it more hilarious, like the fact that they seriously think, oh well, Trump shouldn't have no reason to win. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want Biden to win. Period.
No, we
And
mm,
don't need no
No.
communism. We don't need no socialism. No.
but then again,
Right.
people will be okay with communism for some scary reason. I don't understand why. I
well,
mean,
that the if anything is to go by this tonight is that a lot of people are showing up in rebuke of communism. Let's be real here. Um,
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't go out to vote for Bernie Sanders. And that should tell you
no.
Nope.
something.
The sad thing, I
Exactly.
voted for Trump, so yeah.
That should
I
tell
mean,
you something that
To be fair, the Democratic Party, screwed Bernie over. Like, well, I think last election and like this election as well. I
yeah,
think.
but here's
Oh,
the
they're
thing:
doing
like the people who voted for Joe Biden are not people who
fudge fluffy.
they're not socialists. Let's just say that much. Well,
Yeah, I know,
Exactly.
because there's actually a couple of people on Twitter that identify as socialists and communists that I talk to because they're highly intelligent. And I remember I'm the historian here. I'm very good at being able to sort through bullshit and listen to what people are saying, not just by what they label themselves at, because half of these people don't know what the hell they are to begin with.
Right. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
the amount of delusion, it just amazes me that there's so many good and honest people that have been bought into that bullshit. And it's just like, as gamers, and wasn't even aware of this until they announced it, but this new Call of Duty coming out, they're the
Hmm.
ones that fucking blew the whistle with Yuri Bezmenov. And now I'm like all in with that because, freaking Yuri Bezmenov freaking warned us back in the early 80s,
And look,
of the
and
communist agenda and how it was going to play out. And then I found older videos than that. That all this that's going on now is how communism takes over a country. And
they
that was
did.
Bernie Sanders and Bernie Sanders supporters. And they've supposedly gone over to Biden, but I don't see it because Biden is a puppet that you pay for. And he's been racist most of his life. The guy's just absolutely devastated poor people and the black communities and everything else. It's just ridiculous.
No
Mm.
wonder why. Can I add my 2 cents here? No
Yeah.
wonder why Switch and Spencer voted for Biden.
Mm-mm.
That makes sense why he's a hypocrite. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
For
crazy. You
some
know what's
reason, it makes me
wild?
feel like I wasn't letting you get your sense in.
Yeah.
That's
It
crazy.
doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. It's crazy and it doesn't make sense, but he did it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, people. You know what? People. I'm upset to the point where people just do whatever they need to.
Yeah.
I ain't really tripping about it at this point. I'm like, everybody over here, is really just clutching their pearls right now at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to
The
me,
sad
it's
thing
to
is,
me, it's hilarious. It's kind of hilarious to me because like people are literally clutching their pearls, doing and just sitting up here, watching themselves, and then literally going insane
yeah.
over the
Yep.
shit. Like they are literally going insane over this shit. They are literally, I saw a Twitter post the other day. I'm like, I saw somebody was literally admitting to jumping him and his friends supposedly jumping somebody who didn't have their vote sticker.
Wow.
Like
What the fuck? How
exactly
do
what
you
I
even know
say.
they didn't
Over a
vote though? They
voting
could have just put their
sticker.
sticker away.
Let
I'm
me
like,
just
yeah,
tell you something. Why
or
you
maybe
care
they
about people that don't care about you?
right,
I
but
don't
no,
even know
even
if
if
they're old.
but even if they did, like even if you do care about these people, like, but why would you sit up here, like, I even take it back further, like people are literally fighting people over a red hat, like, oh, I saw somebody have a red hat and I almost beat him up, but then I found out it wasn't a MAGA hat, it was just a red hat.
That's
Like
the reason why.
Dude,
like it's the
bro,
same thing, like it's like the equivalent for
retarded.
fighting over colors in a fucking gang. Like that's exactly what it is. It's fucking gang shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
and I'm like, it's retarded. And I hate to be, I don't want to be rude on stream, but like that's exactly what it is. It's slow thinking for you to sit up here and to disregard somebody or to even fight somebody
A hat.
over something like this, of a hat, a belief. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as they're not putting their hands on you, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's over here. This is why I've always wondered. Like growing up Christian, like I've always wondered why why the knowledge of tree and good and evil was a bad thing. Why was it such a big problem? And I'm like, bro, like I don't get it, and I never understood it up until recently. The reason why like people like knowledge is such a bad thing is in some cases is because when people get knowledge, they don't. The
They
knowledge
don't.
itself isn't bad. It's the
Yeah.
what you do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like some people are like they get this knowledge and they are literally repeating the same thing that happened not even 50 years ago. There are people
exactly.
that are literally
Human
trying to say,
nature.
"Whoa, they learned about racism." These people literally learned about racism and they saw how bad it was. They saw the discrimination that they were going through with your mothers, their grandmother, you
Their
know what I'm
father.
saying, their fathers, whatever, if they had fathers in the house. Um,
Well,
you know,
it's not to cut you
they
off, but
see that, but then they repeat it
well,
towards white people or towards any other race.
well,
Like it's stupid to me, bro.
here's the
It is
thing.
stupid.
Here's the
Stupid and
thing.
misguided.
Some people. Here's the thing. When you have the national. Here's the thing. When you have things like the National Zionist Party, the National Zionist Socialist Party,
Hmm.
you gotta understand that it's like these are the same people who created that. Here's the thing: the Nazis weren't created because of hatred and fear.
No.
They were about protecting social justice.
Hmm.
So really, it's more like it's really it's really just that the people who want to be more preachy about social justice and protecting people from hate speech and stuff like that. It's like you realize that these are
They
the same.
become what they hate.
They become what they hate. Exactly. It's like these are the same
Exactly.
people who want to be authoritarian and rule over your life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
see, these people that are
Yeah.
going insane right now, that's why I'm here talking with you guys. Because instead of sitting there focusing on all that negativity, you know, and I'm going to be bluntly honest here, I'm just, a pathetic white boy sitting here with some cool black people that are gamers, I don't
Mm.
care about the color so much. I just care about, let's
Oh
let's
yeah, same
focus on
here.
what we got in common instead of, you know, everything that supposedly
Yeah.
divides us.
Yeah.
See, and this
Yeah.
is another thing as heard, and I'm pretty much gonna say this that way. As a certain person, a certain black person, it's kind of hilarious how I see all these people around my age range, like around the age, around 25 all the way up to like what in their early 30s, be like, "Oh, Black Lives Matter." It's like I'm sitting and looking at them like, do you really think they care about you? Like, I'm
Mm.
sorry for a lot of I'm sorry for a lot of people who love Obama, who want Obama back so much, but Obama never really cared about the black community. And
No.
You're right.
if he did, why Black Lives Matters exist? Why so many problems we have in what? And people love to blame Trump for it, but they don't want to blame Obama and previous presidents who, ever since what, which nation, have done fucked up the country wise. So sorry for the language, but they're not gonna blame Trump. But like, oh, but he's a racist. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence that he's a racist? Where's your evidence
Oh,
he's
you
a
don't know?
sexist?
Oh, you don't know? You don't know? Well, then I'm not
It's
gonna
all about the
educate you.
fact
I'm not
checkers.
gonna.
You
I'm
gotta
not gonna
check the fact checkers.
I'm not gonna educate you. You gotta go. There's Google. Google's free. Go. That's exactly
My
what
point is,
that's.
the problem is that these idiots also use Google way too much. They're too reliant. Google can say, "Oh, this is like this is illegal content," when the law say, "Wait a minute, this is not illegal. This is legal since like 2008."
Hmm.
These idiots are so reliant to Google to the point it's actually kind of make me want to question whether or not they actually have what it means to research. And I'm not like a top tier researcher myself. I mean, I do use Google, but I try to be careful using the first page of results.
I mean,
You know what I
the
use?
point of Google is to get your foot in the door, like to
Yeah,
open up to more information if you so desire. That's the point.
yeah. But the thing is, it's kind of funny that you have these people who be like, "Oh, but white people are racist." Really? White people are
No.
racist? Oh,
No.
I'm
No. No.
sorry. I mean, forgive me for not feeling sorry for criminals. Forgive me for not pitying for a guy who is literally crying for his mother when you're literally in your 40s, when you did all this stupid shit to your kids and then your wife, and you want me to feel sympathetic for him?
No.
Mm.
Please.
No, because
And I
this
say
is the
everyone
ridiculous
take
thing,
care.
man.
Dude, my two best friends were white dudes, like white Republican dudes, and they're like the coolest people on the planet.
Mm.
And
By every definition they throw out, I'm a racist because I grew up in the '80s in North Carolina in a small white dominated community, watching the Dukes of Hazzard all the time. You know,
Mm-mm. Not
by
the Dukes
every
of Hazzard.
definition, I am the typical racist, but I'm not. I've never been that way. You want to know who my first hero on television was?
Hmm.
LeVar Burton, Reading
Wow.
Rainbow,
Yeah.
Wow.
Roots, Star Trek: The Next Generation. I was watching when it was on the air. I was watching Good Times and all those other black shows.
Oh
And
yeah.
there's the funny thing. My dad actually did have some closeted racist tendencies, but he raised me to be better than that.
Yeah,
Right.
You
and the
know,
thing is, what
But
the biggest hill I'm just gonna wait to out is really the person that really inspired me the most nowadays as I get older is really Martin Luther King. Even though I don't necessarily don't like the fact he getting overpraised, but the reason why I like Martin Luther King more so than so-called Black Lives Matter, he want blacks, whites, Hispanics, and Asians to be one nation under God, individual, and liberty and justice for all. He don't care about this whole bullshit nonsense. Only black people lives. No, he want all our lives to be one under this great nation, the United States. I mean, I'm sorry for being a bit of what's what I'm looking for,
Narcissistic.
nationalist.
Bruce Lee was that way too. Bruce Lee was
Yeah,
a hell of a man.
because
He's a legend,
we
seriously.
live in a great country.
We
Can
do.
someone like what country that gives us the ability to vote our leaders in? What country that allowed us to work whatever place, whatever income we want? Hell, I mean to be honest, what country give us some form of, I mean
Free
some
speech,
form free speech?
free market,
Cause like I
free to say
quite
your
honestly,
mind. Just
no,
had it.
Right. Like the fact that you can't like the fact that we're even talking about shit like this right now.
The fact that you can
Like
even call the
we
president of the United States a punk bitch to his face can show you how much of a free country you live in.
no,
yeah.
and that's the thing. What makes it funny? These are the same very people who be always trying to center art and always trying to cause trouble for other people. And I'm sitting looking at them like, why are you trying to take away the rights of other people to create something you don't like?
Mm.
You're literally trying to what's the one I'm looking for? You're literally trying to spit on the foreign foreigners who literally spent centuries, decades, hell, even let's just throw it out there, millennials, just for what? You don't like how our current president is? I mean, Trump ain't a public president. I'm just throwing it out there with being honest. But I'd rather have
Yeah.
Trump over Biden. I don't want some creepy senile man coming near kids and then on top of causing us in more unnecessary trouble than we really need to be. No.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I agree with you on that end. But some people are just so blinded to the fact that that they don't like a certain person, and what they'll do is they'll go out the way and they'll do whatever they can to make other people feel like shit, even if they are siding with somebody who's clearly who clearly said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And I'm like, bro, come on now.
And the fact he
No
said that
sir, we
too.
don't do like the fact that you said that right there was a no show for me. Like I almost wanted to be like, nope, I'm good. I'm out.
I almost want to tell Biden and say, oh, so I'm not black enough. Okay, despite the fact you could easy maybe keep your mouth shut, Biden.
Yeah.
But
Well,
hey,
I think that in all seriousness,
yeah,
I just think that no matter what happens tonight, no matter who wins, no matter what the circumstances are, I just want folks to know that tomorrow's gonna be the sun is gonna be shining, birds gonna be chirping,
Right.
and 2D better than 3D.
Exactly.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
can all agree on that, brother.
Yeah.
I
So
agree on that one.
so
So
so ultimate.
Genesis or NES game. 2D's better. Sprites for the win.
Right.
Oh
Let me
yeah.
tell you why. Because 3D back in the day was revolutionary. Everyone wants to jump on a bandwagon. But look at certain PS1 games, PS2 games, PS3, Xbox 360, so on and so forth. They show their age over time.
Well,
They become
Omega, that's not kind of the reference I was going, but okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We'll go with
I'm
that.
gonna keep it with you. I
We'll
like
go
No,
with
I
that,
that.
do
that
like
wasn't
We'll
the
go with
that,
sprites.
that.
that wasn't what he was
I
going
do like
for
the
at all.
sprites, but I
but
prefer
uh,
the cell shaded look, like Guilty Gear and
yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighters. I think
yeah,
that's the best look. That's my favorite
yeah,
look.
So
but they
yeah,
show their age when they show polygons and whatnot. It shows the time they were made in.
oh
Now we got all this photorealism and whatnot, but over time, after the next generation, it'll show its age. Unlike
oh yeah,
2D sprites, well done 2D sprites, don't show their age. It's like why? It's like a piece of art that aged like fine wine.
yeah,
And another thing is I know what Black Sage says with 2D's better than 3D women. I knew that reference, dude, but I just want to spin into another direction. No offense, dude, but
Yeah, he did. It's
but,
pretty. He wanted to be a very offensive. Not just playing. I'm joking. I'm joking.
but
I'm
yeah,
joking.
but basically, look at Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or Street Fighter. Look at those sprites. They look
yeah.
beautiful. You have to agree with me on that,
Marvel
right?
vs. Marvel vs.
So
I'm
Capcom 2.
playing KOF
speaking
13
of
right now,
yeah,
that's like one
speaking
of
of,
the best looking fighting
can
games I've ever
I
played.
can I chime in this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you bring up the whole 3D versus 2D, right?
Yeah.
Well, I agree.
Why great?
I agree because one reason why.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the fact that games becoming more and more realistic to the point it's like I get they want to improve on graphics in quote unquote, but
Yeah.
it's like it gets to the point. What are you really improving?
Nothing.
Like seriously. Oh, but we want ray tracing. Cool. Better shinier
That's
lights. what's next?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean it works. I mean if it's done right, I don't mind it. Like I mean
I
if
don't mind it.
it's I
It's
take
just like,
everything in a certain context. Like I get when certain games what
yeah.
they try to do and
But
that's
here's,
what they try.
I
Like I
mean,
feel that.
yeah.
take a look
But
at
if it ain't
But here,
Octopath Traveler.
yeah. Here's my
Yeah.
my point of this. I
let
want
him finish.
better.
My bad.
My
No,
point
say
is
it.
this.
Oh, go ahead.
Let finish. Let him finish.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is this. I am sick of just prettier graphics, like lighting and stuff like. I want better textures. I mean, look at majority games like that nowadays, and especially how grounds and trees are. Like they look like they barely improve when it comes to textures.
Mhm.
Like you could tell how the way that they just look like. Wait, you're kidding me? You're gonna give us sunny lights, but you're not gonna improve on textures of the ground and like little things like that
That's
that add
because
up.
people are not. That's because people are not looking. That's what not what the action is. I get where you're coming from, and it's good when there's games that actually improve on backgrounds and background textures, grass textures, and stuff like that. I feel that,
Yeah.
but your eyes, they're putting your information or not your information, your attention on the main characters, the stuff that's supposed to happen. Uh, yeah, yeah.
And part of
Black
my
Sage, I saw
issue
you.
is with
No, I'm
go ahead.
just saying if you take a look at games like Octopath Traveler, you can understand how you can melt the two mediums together. I mean, it looks like
Exactly.
ultra crisp.
There's a whole bunch of games that do that really well, and a whole bunch of games that do that. 2.5D, great. I mean, it really is dependent to me. It depends on the game itself and what it's a case by case basis, and I think a lot of
Yeah.
people just need to start understanding that concept. So once you start getting into that concept and you start finding stuff that fits you, it's great, bro. That's why I be like nonchalant. Like some of the stuff that even with Black Sage, some of the stuff that he be putting out, I'm like, all right, bro, you can have that. Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that because I don't agree with that shit. You know what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
And this
saying?
is
Like
why I mean
I
I understand your perspective. I'm not necessarily like saying, oh, your perspective is wrong. Who do like no, it's like
yeah, no.
I just want a drastic improvement, not just based on better lighting, just like
Hey,
improvement of
sometimes
better.
it's hey, bro. Sometimes that's all it takes, bro. Sometimes that's all it takes is better
Yeah.
lighting. And I've seen like behind the scenes shit. Somebody did the behind the scenes like a devolved version of GTA 5, and they took the shadows out. Bro, when I tell you that GTA 5 looked like a fucking PS3 game almost without the shadows, or it looked like a PS4 ish, but it looks like it can pass for something older. All right.
Right.
It looked like it passed for something older, but then you throw the shadows and shit in there, bro. That shit was crazy. That shit looked good. You know what I'm
You can get
saying?
real
Like
shit done on PC. You
sometimes
can get real shit. It looks great.
exactly. Like sometimes that's all it takes is the way the technology works. Sometimes it's limited by technology, and that's why I be trying to tell people like this whole console war shit. You know what I'm saying? This whole console war bullshit is bullshit because that's exactly what it is. Especially up until this point. Up until this,
PC gaming is always gonna stump a Texas side mud hole inside
it
Sponsors.
i- it
console's
is, and I
ass.
mean, that's exactly what it is because hell, all the games that are made on these consoles are made on what PC.
Yep.
Okay, I rest my case, and the biggest problem is how can we get this technology that we using on PC to fit on Xbox or to fit on PlayStation or to fit on Nintendo.
Right.
We
And
have all of these ideas, but how can we get them to fit on a smaller console with less power? That's it.
yeah, and then this is why a lot of times we even at this point we even have to deal with Linux development nowadays because a lot of people might say to my face, "Oh, Linux doesn't matter. Who gives a shit about Linux?" It's
No,
like,
listen. I don't underestimate Linux.
Linux is
Mm.
yeah,
pretty powerful.
but
Let me tell you that.
here's the thing. I actually use Linux, but the thing is that as a Linux user, I feel like there need to be more people, need to be more people back in the operating system and criticizing it to help improve upon it. The
Mm.
thing is, I love Linux, but I get sick and tired of people saying in my face, "Oh, well, Linux is so difficult." I get that. I get how people don't like the fact it's difficult, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's so complicated and hard." But it's like, at a certain point, there's going to be some form of difficult. You're going to be difficult.
Hmm.
What I'm trying to say is that Linux should have some form of mainstream appeal to people make it somewhat easy.
Mm.
Like instead of just relying over reliant to the terminals and like that, make it easier to for developers. Like, hey, if Windows users are able to what install the application on what on a browser nowadays, then I mean make it more. I'm gonna look forward. I don't want to say like Apple like, but more easier to use. What I'm trying to simply say. Ugh. Wow.
Yeah, sorry about that, people. Like on the chat, I'm like joking around with sudo apt-get update, then update sudo apt-get install, reinstall Twitter, reboot it, sudo
No, and
apt-get update, and then sudo apt-get uninstall. Yeah, you get the point.
no,
So I'm
it's
basically
true.
joking around in the chat. It's not that hard to use. You just have to take the time to learn it.
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. When I had a Chromebook before, I put it on developer mode, installed like Ubuntu or XFCE Linux, so it's Linux. And I practiced how to use basic code like sudo apt-get, and sudo is your friend if you know how to use the tools right.
Believe
And
me.
don't misspell anything.
Oh no, I
Right.
can agree. And the thing is kind of funny though. It's like, wow, you have someone like me, who literally, because this is the thing what happened to me. So I am a tinkerer in Linux. I'm not like the hardcore, tinkerers. And I done this. Like for so many of certain games found won on Linux, and I managed to got one game to found one that shouldn't be able to win it. Cause I literally like, what the
Ooh,
fuck?
you can.
You can
How?
so where do you find that at?
I actually own this game on Steam. I
Oh,
cannot believe I actually cannot believe this game actually won on Linux, and I'm just sitting there looking to myself like, what the fuck? Is this real life? I just kept like questioning myself. Like, did I kick my hard drive and in the right position to got it running?
Right. I
What
feel
I'm
that.
trying to say, and what I'm trying to say is that even if people nowadays I can see why some people, a certain YouTuber name a certain person mentioned about how these new age PC gamers don't want to try stuff. Like I'm sitting looking like, dude, I get it. Linux is hard, but it's not an excuse to be like, oh, I'm just gonna bow down to Microsoft when it comes to a platform. Like, no, they're gonna eventually screw you over, and you have no one to blame but yourself at that point.
Screw who over. I'll be doing what I need to do. And I'll be having a good old time.
Well,
When it comes to
I know. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
I
joking.
know, I
Joking.
know, I know. It's
but
just
I'm just like
okay,
I'll be having a good old time. I'm over here
okay,
I'm about to beat up Sage right quick. He about to get his butt whoop.
okay. Well,
again, yeah.
like I said before, okay, so before we go any further, I just want to say that yeah, folks, this is a stream where this is pretty much a stream where we just have fun, vent, shoot the shit. So we're not going to be talking about cracking the polls or talking about the election any further than what we already did.
I kind of
Yeah,
So
want
we
to
don't. You don't
talk
have
about
to.
that to be honest.
right, so it's like
Right.
this is
Good
a stream
question.
where people can relax and have fun,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
take their minds
And
off of this bullshit election. So
how do you?
let
I forgot you got to go through and add people here on this damn thing.
hold on.
Hold on, let me add.
Let me
It's still the same. It's still the same name on Street Fighter Five, right? Donnie Ray itself, CFN.
no,
Hey yo,
it's
Omega, you got Guilty Gear, right?
Yes, I have Guilty Gear on PS4
Yeah, get to go.
and
Alright.
Guilty
Oh,
Gear on Double X Accent Core Plus on Steam.
all right. I was talking about that one.
I have
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
kind.
one that's a good one because I
all right,
love that
Lawrence.
game
So
very much, dude.
tell me what your in the chat. Put in the chat what's your Street Fighter handle.
All right,
Me,
hold on. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
do
playing
the
Street Fighter.
No, I'm talking about
LG.
Lawrence.
Yeah. LG right here. Yeah.
One.
So that's my Street Fighter right there.
Okay.
I couldn't even get into Street Fighter 5. I had 4 on PC, but I couldn't get into 5 at all. I was
Yeah,
playing the hell out of Injustice 2, though.
Oh,
I used to have
injustice.
Yeah, I can't stand Injustice.
I can't say that
It's just
that game is a literal injustice to fighting games.
I have
No, the
injustice.
second one was really good, though.
Uh,
the first one was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of
Well,
Mugen, anyone, sorry about switching the topics, but anyone heard of Card Saga Wars? That was a fun freaking game.
what is
Mm.
that?
Let me show you a link on how you play, how you actually like see gameplay footage of this game, Mugen game.
I sent it. Sage.
Okay, I'm hopping on right now. So
All
get
right.
on this. Can anyone see the game on the stream?
It's up to you, dude.
No, say, did anybody see the game on the stream though? Like on the live stream?
I don't see the game on the live stream.
Did you just
Oh,
see the?
yes, I do.
You just see the
Yes,
spinning
I do.
logo? Or
Yes, I did. Logo.
Are you behind? You gotta also remember, if you are looking on stream, some of the stuff is behind. So just due to the nature of streams.
yeah. So hold on. Okay. So all right. Okay. All right. So let me add this bond to the thing.
Yeah, I just posted a link of gameplay of called Saga Wars, Mugen fan game. Beautiful, man.
The sprites look nice.
Yeah, they do. I played it once and it's fun. There's your special attacks, there's your weak and strong attacks, there's your assist, card assist, move, button and whatnot. Yeah, it's a fun game.
Version 0.6. No, that means
Yeah.
it's not a full game yet.
Not a full game, it's a prototype still.
Alright,
And
hold on.
it's really impressive.
I've been playing that hell all this Star Wars.
How the hell do you? Hold on. Okay, so Lawrence.
Go to
Hold on.
rival search.
Yeah.
Okay, search using fighter ID. Give me your fighter ID.
Okay, it's just all together is capital B Black, capital S Sage, capital D D.
There. View fighter profile. How do you?
Oh, say,
hold on.
I never did ask you. On your birthday, I gifted you that one game on your wish list. I don't even know what it was, but you never told me how it was.
Yeah, I got that, but I didn't get a chance to play it. But I'm going to I'm gonna try to find a chance to clear out the backlog real quick.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, I know I gifted you the Guilty Gear Double X Ascent Core Plus. Played it.
Yeah.
It makes that light mold my eyes. Are you on right now?
Yeah, I'm on right now. So
Alright.
I'll tell you one thing. This, you know, because this is Sage's stream, you know. I gotta give him credit, you know. Sometimes he talks all that shit on Twitter, but, you know, he's pretty humble. Because, you know, I gifted him that, and he's just like, oh, you know, you don't have to do that. I don't want to be too much service. It's like, no, because you stand up for anti-censorship. You're fighting, people who care about the game, so yeah, you deserve it.
all right. I'm, it's,
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful thing, man. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
and this is why
I mean, if you got people that believe in, your and believe in what you stand for, I mean, it's a blessing, bro. Like, what are we doing, first or two? Yeah, we'll do first or two. It don't matter.
That's what it is. I just believe in it.
No, you shouldn't, bro. Like, honestly, you should definitely, what's the word? I can't think of the word right now.
be grateful.
Yeah, because people don't have to, bro. Like, people literally don't have to.
Exactly. That's why a lot of times why I'm grateful for a lot of things.
There we go. All right.
It's like I mean, that's why I'm kind of grateful. It's like otherwise I'd probably be in the same typical community. Like, oh, I help. It's go time. Like, I'm just like there's anyone. Oh, why is it like messed up now? Then I'm just looking at like, you wonder why. I'm just looking at that and I have this mindset. You wonder why.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Because it's
I
like.
mean, go
The
ahead.
reason why I'm so strongly against censorship because I don't want my favorite interest, and I damn sure want to stop somebody be like, oh, you made this, therefore you can't get this. But it is despite the fact that
Right. I mean, making stuff illegal that don't need to be. That's the part that makes, like, if it doesn't make any sense to make it, to make it illegal, then okay, I get it.
Cammy.
I'll be on guard.
it's like you walk away, like you cause self-harm, you harm someone else.
Forgot how to play this damn game. Oof.
How the fuck do you forget how to play this game and you've been asked you to play? The fuck?
Yeah, because I played Tekken 7, bro. I've been playing the hell out of Tekken 7. This game is like the least on my list.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get this over. with.
And you still gonna lose.
Jesus
What do you think
Christ.
of the ads in the game, Black Sage?
I mean, At least it doesn't. At least it's not some fuck shit. So I guess.
I mean, yeah. You notice all the ads are just Capcom stuff. Long as it's not NBA 2K and they doing extra shit.
Or the NBA 2K, I mean, I think I already know what it is, but just tell me.
They basically started putting like non-skippable ads in there, and one of the non-skippable ads at one point was the Black Lives Matter.
Of course. Yeah, I know.
Well, I prefer retro art, man, than most like fighting games, most mainstream games. Yami versus Chun-Li. Yeah, I'm too busy watching gameplay to pay attention to the screen. That's why I'm silent.
I'm looking at the stream right now. Mission
I need to afford some damn costumes. Like I can't.
Bro, these costumes, bro, I don't even be paying for the costumes. I just play it. That's how.
Yeah, I don't like the whole DLC thing with fighting. The whole thing that pisses me off with modern art system work depended on costumes. Yeah, they need to make their money, to make their game, to make a profit, but the whole costume DLC thing is cheating on me.
Hello. Hey.
So what do you guys think of
Stupid DLC where it's like if DLC was actually done perfectly right, it would be fine. Yeah. DLC is supposed to be meant to. It's supposed to be added, like you know what I'm saying. Extra.
Yeah. Not mandatory experience, man.
Right. Not like
you follow up there.
Not like that shit where like it's.
I don't like that season pass shit. That's why I don't like it.
I do and I don't. This is I do and I don't. Now when it's done right, I like it. When it's done right. Now when I mean by done right is there's actually like when you know that it's okay. Like for example, Killer Instinct did that. Did the season pass for a while, and it was like I think the game was already kind of like free to play to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit I could fuck with. You know, and then they had a community and it was like people were adding stuff to it and the additions were actually on time. You know what I'm saying? It was actually worth it. You know what I mean? Not this half-baked shit like you paying $50 for a full game and then you gotta pay an extra $20 for a season pass. That shit's stupid. That shit's dead. Because to me, it's like it's an excuse for the bottom. You know, it's an excuse.
But it's not create the good for your time.
Round 2. Fight.
I forgot about that.
Ready to lose?
That's the problem though. Like you're not gonna. I know it's an excuse, but the frame rate keeps dipping on here because it's like, and I've been playing ranked matches all day. It's like the frame rate's been dipping on this.
Yeah, Free Fire is not that known for having good net code.
Right,
Yeah,
right. So
that code isn't. I mean, it's perfectly decent with me, but I mean, I get it.
right. So it's like the frames are all down though. That's the thing.
Gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful. Tekken's getting better though. I can't wait till Tekken gets there.
They need to get that damn net roll back. Every fighting game should have immaculate net code though. That's
Exactly.
it's unacceptable.
Hey, it be like that sometimes, bro. All right, I'm gonna not be.
Man, I feel like sorry you guys, I have to bow out because I have a job interview in the morning.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's
All right.
begin.
So I
Taste
just
that
want to
bread.
let you guys know is thank you. My name is Omega Katana of the Omega 13th Dimension podcast. Check that out on my YouTube channel. We talk about anime and games, as well as don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like my content and the like. And also, I also have an Anchor page as well as a Spotify. So check those out as well. So that's all to say for now. Peace out, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right
thank
then. That's
you.
Omega Katana, and thank you very much for joining the podcast, fam.
Fight.
It's all about good vibes here.
Sean St. Rance says, have a good night.
Oh, all right. We'll see you later. Looks like we got folks dropping out.
It be like that, man.
Yeah, I mean it's like
I fucking did that. I have not played with him in a minute. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Oh boy. Oh, that's overhead. That was cute. In the corner. Yoink.
I'll be publishing my examination on these animations. Yojo Animation Studios, Aeon, masterpiece. An examination on that publishing.
Cute. Oh, you jumped right into that. Oh, that's mine. Oh, that's
okay. All right.
Oh,
All right. I was about to Alicia B trigger on your ass, so it's like, all right. That was some fucking.
Fuckery, you jumped right into it.
I know that it's fuckery regardless.
Fuckery for you.
Yeah,
You jumped right
it's
into it. I was
hyphy
like,
fuckery.
oh man. Oopsies.
Oh, oopsie my ass.
I'm so bad at this. In the corner. There we go. Gonna lag a little bit. Nice.
Ready to lose?
That was
What
good.
the fuck was? Oh! I went. I'm about to say, what the fuck?
Boy, you know you was about to be hot. I was like, man, that was good. 2 teleports. I was like, oh, the reads. Oh man, I have not played with him in so long. You're low key playing my game. I don't know why you're doing it. Nope.
Beat my ass.
Go for a spin. Let's go for a spin.
Fuck, man. It's like
Be power. Ready to lose?
I hit a button there. That was on me. Oh. Burn him. Spin. Ugh.
damn.
Right into the fire. That's a one hell of a way to go.
You lose.
Chun-Li burned to death.
That was pretty graphic right there.
Purely unintentional, but it worked. I told you I do this, man.
I kind of like the fact that this game has crossplay.
It does. Yeah, I do.
I like that.
I just hate that it's limited to only PS4 because fucking it's only a PS4 exclusive. Oh well. I can't wait till they do that for other games though. Once they start doing crossplay, implementing it more. I hit the button. You jump right into that. Oh, that. What game?
It won't allow me to break the throw. Oh, now I'm breaking throw. It's like, what the fuck?
Wait, you're kind of low. You said what about what technology? I wonder if I throw. I wonder if you throw a fireball, if I can slide under it. Yep, I can. Mini LED technology. Oh, mini LED. Oh, LED. Huh.
I've been hearing both of them. It's like,
I haven't heard about it.
Ready to move?
Ah,
like, I'm gonna be that person who's like, I don't want adventure. I just want to go out.
Round 2. Fight.
Right. If that happens, they probably look. They're trying to pick up the Wii U. You know, honestly, to be fair, Wii U actually could have done a lot better than what it did.
it should have been the original Wii.
I don't know about the original, but I mean.
Oh, it should have
they
been the original Wii.
That boy over here mashing that kick, boy. I see you mashing the kicks. Oh, no. No. You gotta come over here. That's the way this works. You gotta come over here. Come on, get over here. Quit playing. Quit being scaredy. Come on, man. You talking all that mess on Twitter.
I didn't even talk to you about this game on Twitter. Come on now.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
Yeah, you
Chill out.
fucked with me. You fucking fucked up.
Ready to move? Finish this.
Does anyone else have Guilty Gear XXX?
I was looking at getting it. I just haven't been able. Like I said, the way my funds is right now.
Yeah, a couple days ago it was only $3.
Yeah, I know. I was like, dang.
Ah, I was about to wait out the damn clock. Oh.
You should have.
Lose.
I don't know why you stayed back there and you tried to jump in.
I was trying to get you down and then wait out the clock. That's the thing.
Oh no, that wasn't gonna happen. No sir. I know that.
Yeah,
tactic
it's
better than
like yeah, it's like this lag. That's a. Oh, hold on. I keep forgetting where the fucking yeah. You know, one game I would like to try out is Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but it's like I haven't really gotten that much time into it.
Me neither.
Oh dear.
I think it's really fun. That's like the first fighting game I gotta take like really seriously.
I see it as a Marvel clone, and I don't take it seriously. I kind of don't.
Let's begin.
Well, yeah, but like you can, but it's like there's like a lot of movement. Like you can like fly and stuff.
Yeah, I get that. Where's my boy?
Like, you don't fly, but you fly towards people.
You will feel my wrath.
I don't know what these moves do, but we're gonna try it. Whatever.
But bro, I saw some like I've heard how great Mobile Challenge do is, and I just saw some like footage of it, like competitive footage recently, and literally all I saw was Storm flying across the screen, going like
Was she having an orgasm or
the
something?
entire time. No, like I don't know how to do it. Like she has a sound effect where I can't do it, but she's like every
Yeah, I
time
know
she like flies or
what
something.
you-
Like
I know what you're doing. I know what it is. Yep, I know.
Round 1.
I'm
It's so-
sorry, but like seeing that shit was lame as fuck. After like a minute, I was like, I'm done. I'm not watching.
Hey, but it worked though. You should have seen the comeback with Justin Wong. Justin Wong had a comeback on there. Boy, he was killing it.
I think that was the one. I know Justin Wong was like playing the game, so that must have been it. But like, I'm sorry, but that shit looks so whack. Bro. Like, it looks whack.
Hey, man, multiple play styles, bro. It be like that, man. You only watched a little bit of it. You kind of did yourself a disservice, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, but hey, like I said, each his own, bro.
Ready to lose?
Okay.
Ah,
Sure you can. Wake up DPs. Gotta love them. Wake up DPs.
Impudent fool. Round
like her critical art is hard to pull off in like tight situations. That's the problem.
forgot. I forgot he has one. Yep, he has a parry. Oh boy. Oh, you in trouble now. Go ahead. I double dare you throw it out. I double dare you. Nice. Nope. Back in the corner. I wonder if yeah, that was good. Good call.
That's the problem though. Like her critical art is hard to pull off in tight situations.
You lose.
What's the command for it? I forgot.
You gotta do you gotta circle around the fight stick and then press hard kick. Yeah, you gotta do 2 circles and a hard kick. I mean, not a hard kick, but a kick.
I'm about to pick her because I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah.
Nope. Nice. Nope. Which one are you go? Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about this. Wait. Is it? Alright. Nice. That's the EX there. I like how you try to wall jump that like I wasn't gonna catch it. That boy, man.
That, I ain't trying to. I'm trying to let you fuck around and find out these moves, boy.
That's good kung fu.
He mashed it. He mashed the EX for that. When I see you, you know you had no choice but to mash the EX on that. That was funny. Good.
No, that's literally how you. That's literally how you do it, though. It's like you have to mash it.
Oh. Nope. Oh, why did I throw a fireball? Oh yeah, that's mine.
Ah, Jesus.
That was a nice one. Almost had me there.
Impudent fool. Final round.
I definitely wanna try to get your X2 one day. Classic. Oh, why did I throw it? You should get Killer Instinct.
I should, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna have to.
Not the Steam version. Not the Steam version.
Why not?
Steam version isn't as popular as the Windows 10 version.
Really?
Yep.
That's the first time I
Wait,
heard.
so are they like separate? Like the Windows 10, like I heard like Killer Instinct is like crossplay with Xbox One, so but
Yeah,
that doesn't apply to the Steam version.
It does, but it's like there's not a lot of people on it on the Steam version for whatever reason. I'd recommend people just get the Windows version.
Are they all like all the same though? Like it doesn't like aren't they all like on the same server or wherever? Like it doesn't matter.
Server wise, I'm not sure, but I do know. I've had. That's where I got it. I got it when I had my Xbox and I switched over to PC. I ended up getting it. I was about to say, don't let me come back on you, please don't.
I was dead ass about to put like a critical art out. Fuck.
I was about to say, well, don't let me come back on you, please don't, because I will do it. I will do it. 1 win versus 2. Let's go. 1 apiece. Let's go.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, I jumped into that. Nope. Boink. Let's go. Let's take a trip. You've been a bad boy. Back in the corner. In the corner. Oh, why did I... were supposed to Shoryuken.
Ah, man.
Shoryuken.
Yeah, sure you can. Fuck my nuts.
Round 2.
That's okay, I'll pass. Chun-Li might like that though.
Pause, nigga, damn.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That took like half my damn health. The fuck?
I mean, that was a critical art.
Get the fuck out of here though. Like, taking half your fucking health. Like, come on now. Like,
That was a critical art.
but that shit is broken though. Like, half, like,
How
damn
is it
near.
broken?
It's like even
that
my
broken?
even this critical art doesn't take like half your goddamn health.
If you only did 2 hits into a critical health, it does damage, bro. That is damage.
But I don't know, man. That shit is just broken to me.
How's that broken?
It's just broken to me. I'm sorry. It's like Akuma's shit is so broken though. That's
Akuma's always been attack heavy though. Akuma,
He's attack-
Akuma is attack heavy.
I know he's attack heavy, but
He
damn.
has the lowest HP out of all the Shotos.
I know, but damn though. It's like I don't know, man.
Let's see. Who do I want to play with? I don't have all the characters, but I got some. I'm gonna play with whoever. What is? I'm going back.
Chun-Li.
Now, let's begin.
Lay waifu.
It's like Chun-Li's always been like kind of like a technical fighter.
Cammy.
I'll be on guard.
It's like she's good for like defense. That's kind of like why I like her though. It's like she's kind of technical.
She's good. She's good in your face. Like her fireball. She's got a good keep out game. She's got a good keep out game. Got good, decent moves on wake up. So
She's almost as good as like my. I heard my Shiranui's the same way.
yeah. That's why they cross over so well, so much.
For those who I wish to protect.
I can't
I
wait to
will
get this
fight
shit
you.
modded. I need to find out how to mod this.
Round
you-
1.
To mod the character, the costume. You ain't seen the mod for Street Fighter 5?
No, I seen the mod Street Fighter Five. You horny bastard. Jesus.
No, I'm not talking about those mods either, bro. Like they got one where G is Michael Jackson.
Oh, I'm about to say. Holy
That-
shit.
but they got those too. I'm like, why you over here hating on those type of mods for?
I hate. I'm like, damn. Like this supposed to be a family stream.
Bro, we just got finished talking about a whole bunch of other shit that was not family.
I know, but it's like it
You talking
depends.
about family. Get out of here with
It's
that
the adult.
family
It's adult family. That's what I'm talking about.
shit. What kind of paradoxical bullshit is that?
I don't know, man.
Nah, I'm just fucking.
It's
You wasn't ready for all that. It's all good. This is okay. I was just asking if you seen him. I didn't tell you to go get him. Same DOE 5. Oh yeah, you in trouble. Doink. How you
okay.
doing?
I'm over here talking to you and you're like beating the shit out of me. Man.
Mine.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man.
You did an empty jump. You empty jumped. When you jump, that's it.
But I didn't.
You can't block in air. This isn't like all the
You
others.
lose.
I know, but see, that's another fighter. Like Cammy and Zangief are the two fighters I have the most problem in this game, though. Because Zangief, like, you can barely penetrate his ass, though. Pause. But I was about to say, I was about to say, pause.
Round 1.
Oh shit.
Fight.
Oh what? Wow. You can do what? With who? No, you better not let them folks on Twitter hear you say that shit. They gonna.
I said pause, so I mean, shit. What's the problem? Shit.
But nah, I'm fucking with
But
you. I got air throws too. Forgot. Ooh, nice shot. Tap on the beat. Ooh. Nice reverse. comeback. Watch him try it. Like,
I forgot Cammy is an air character. God damn.
both.
I
both
forgot
Cammy
she
and
got like
Kelly got their own
anti-air.
air.
Oh.
Everybody got one. Jump over. I'm gonna do it again. Watch. Stop it.
God damn, how the fuck you keep doing it? Like,
Stop it.
fuck,
You
man.
jumped too much.
Okay, you know what?
Cut the jumping out. Stop the fireball.
Okay, you know what? Hold on.
Oh, I think I made Chummy sad now. A sad snowman. All right, we can pick somebody else. I'm picking Shelly again. I mean, Cammy again. Excuse me.
The fuck you just say?
I said I'm picking Cammy again. I meant to. I was flipped
Yeah,
to
that
say
old
Shelly.
fuck accordion slipped my ass.
Let's do this.
Look, I didn't play this. I didn't play this game either. I didn't play this game in a long time, so shit.
Me neither. That's all right. It's all right. It's all good. I ain't tripping. I ain't mad.
I ain't salty, nigga. I mean,
I
you
don't
act
know,
like I'm
man.
salty as fuck.
The sodium's getting kind of high over there, bro. You okay? You good?
Nah, I got
You
low.
straight?
I have low salt pressure. Come on, I have low blood pressure.
Alright, just wanted to make sure you all right, man.
Cammy.
I'll be on guard.
Oh Jesus,
Little sodium out there going on.
I'm good.
Spinning attack. Let me see what the spinning attack is about. Y'all see here live, folks. This man's getting his butt whooped. And I don't even play this game like that.
You also have to understand it's like this lag. That's the problem. It's like I'm not even playing on a wired connection.
You need to.
I know, but here's the thing. I really don't have my Ethernet cable got eaten up by some mice in my old place, so it's like,
That sucks.
yeah. So I had to really work to get a new fucking Ethernet. So I don't know why I didn't do that. All this stuff.
Oh, hello. That's what that was. Okay. Charlie's name is nice though.
Round 2. Fight.
Let's go. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. Put out the leg. Why did I not? What? Hello?
Ah, nice.
That's good kung fu.
That's
Final
not kung fu.
round.
Shut up.
Fight.
You okay, my guy?
Oh. I mean, I've been winning already, so I mean, it's nothing new.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Oh! That damage, Lord have
Didn't have
mercy. Not as much as Kuma throw up there. Oh man, I tried to grab that. I saw it too. Get over there. Stop
As you can see, like Chun-Li's B trigger, like her B trigger, like gives you like more damage.
it. It does. And I like it though.
Like I'm talking about twice as damage.
Yep. The application needs some work, but you do pretty good with it though.
Yeah.
Round 1.
Cause a lot of it, honestly, like a lot of the fighting games, like stuff can carry over too. If you know, if you do it right. Nope. Point. Nice throw. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I still got V skill 2 on. That sucks. Ooh, I like that. Combos. Okay, alright. Oh, okay. I see you. Alright.
Jesus.
You jump more than the Mexican jumping mean though.
Round 2.
What? Chun-Li's moves kind of depend on her jumping.
Somewhat, yes.
Yeah, so it's
Like getting out of the corner, but go. Oops. Oopsies. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna raw over. See if this works the way I want it to. Or not. Oh, I just wasted the meter. Nice.
You lose.
I do
yeah,
like
man.
that.
I gotta really. Yeah, I'm not. I gotta really fucking get a new Ethernet cable because it's like the lag in it. Like the lag where I'm at is like, it's not bad, but it's like it dips like 46% FPS.
Go time.
So I'm gonna try to cut. Let me see if I can try to cut out.
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean, you are streaming too. You also got to look at a
Yeah,
whole bunch of stuff that's going on too. So you
Yeah,
are streaming. You got a lot of stuff going.
yeah. My PC is kind of like really strong. I mean, it's not strong, but I don't know, man. It's just like I'm out in the boonies, so it's like the network coverage might not be that good. So, oh, let me see who else is in this.
Yeah.
Oh damn,
who
look
else
like everybody did.
is-
Holy shit, man.
It be like that sometimes, bro.
Well, kind of looks like I'm gonna have to call it a day right now.
All right.
And
Not a problem.
ain't shit happening right now, folks. So, like,
Yeah, everybody's glued to the elections right now.
so
Everybody over here sweating over who's going to be the next president. Which
Ah.
people remember, even if in a chance that Biden does become president, the offices don't switch until the 21st of January. So, like,
right, it's
like people are gonna be super weird. So I'm like, it is what it is. Right now, people are just sweating right now.
okay.
I'm gonna make a few tweets about it. People making fun of people on Twitter right now. Matter of fact, I'm about to do that right now.
Well, it looks like Trump won Virginia, I think.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna cut off here because it's getting a little bit too hectic. So, thanks for
That's cool, bro.
thanks for watching the stream, everybody. No matter what happens, let's all be civil to each other. Let's all be kind.
That's all it is.
All right, so we'll see you later.
All right, bro. Y'all be easy.
All right, peace out.
Peace.